Hey everybody, this is Kelly Jackson, finally, with the signal. It's been a long time coming. I've been trying to work out my tech. I've also started writing for a small paper here in Middle Tennessee. I'm doing lots of things. So I'm just going to go ahead and kick this off with my first video. There's just no way to get around just throwing stuff out there and getting started. So this is how I'm going to be doing it. You're not going to be seeing my face for maybe a little bit until I figure this stuff out, but at least I'll be getting you the information that I wanted to get to you. So we're just going to start here with this article I found in Just the News. If you know about Just the News, that is John Solomon, his website that has some of the best information. You know, he is a guy who is not affiliated with any particular party. He is a just the facts guy. He's worked for everybody. So he's a very trustworthy source. So let's just start with this. Considering the we have found documents everywhere sort of situation going on, of course, the president, in quotes, has found lots of documents in all kinds of places. Now, of course, then Mike Pence has now volunteered, I guess he just voluntarily, the good guy that he is, decided to go ahead and go through all of his cracks and crevices and lots of places where he'd like to, where he can look. He has voluntarily gone through all of his things, and he has himself found some what were considered to be top secret or classified documents, which I'm not quite sure why no one's asking him how it is or why it is that he has those. He's not supposed to have them any more than Joe Biden was supposed to have them, being that they were both VPs. But at the same time, let's be realistic. The vast majority of these people are going to have classified documents stashed in all kinds of places that they're not supposed to. So now we come to today's article, and this is the question a lot of people were probably wanting to know. Has President Obama decided he's going to go looking for classified documents around his various offices and his fancy houses that he's got in places that are apparently going to be covered up by water in the next 10 years? So, go figure about that. But he has indicated that he is going to he's not, if he has any plans to look for any classified documents, he's not sharing it. So let's just go through this article really quickly. Amid revelations that President Joe Biden, former President Donald Trump, and now former President Mike Pence all stored materials marked as classified at their private residences, the office of former President Barack Obama has declined to state its plans, if any, to conduct a search of his properties for similar materials. Following the Tuesday report that Pence had found materials marked classified at his Indiana home, Fox News reached out to the 44th president's office seeking details on any plans Obama may have to search his own properties. Pence indicated that he searched his home following the discovery of documents in Biden's possession. We can discuss all day long why we think Mike Pence did this. I'm not sure if he thinks it's going to make him look like more of a Boy Scout so that when he tries to run for president, he thinks it's going to help him. It's not. We all know that. Let's move on. We have nothing for you at this time, came the response from Obama Communications Director Hannah Hankins. Obama maintains residences in Washington, D.C., Chicago, Illinois, Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts, and New York, New York, the outlet noted. The handling of classified documents by former White House officials has become a hot button issue since August 8th of 2022, which, as we all know, was the infamous, doesn't say that in the article, I've added that, FBI raid on Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate. Prior to that raid, Trump complied with a grand jury subpoena and surrendered classified materials to the government. Reports emerged this month that a lawyer for President Joe Biden had discovered a batch of classified documents in Biden's office at the Penn Biden Center in Washington while cleaning it out. Side note, if you don't already know this, which many of you may, the Penn Biden Center in Washington is a think tank that has been essentially financially supported by the Chinese Communist Party, who donated $54 million to this organization, which when you've got secret classified documents being stored in an organization where it's essentially being funded by the CCP, and we know that there are Chinese nationals that have visited the think tank. I'm not quite sure how that's okay, but apparently for them, it's okay. Yeah, where they're totally trustworthy, right? Subsequent searches for such materials by Biden, aides turned up 4 separate batches of documents at his Delaware home. As we know, one of those stacks was in his garage next to his Cherry Corvette. The Department of Justice has appointed special counsels Jack Smith and Robert Hur to handle its investigations into the Trump and Biden incidents, respectively. So here's the question. Do we really expect for those 2 investigations to be treated with equanimity? I don't think we do. They're probably going to try to find something with Trump that they don't find with Biden. They're either going to just go very cursorily through Biden's investigation and do their darndest to sort of trudge their way through Trump's, trying to drag it out the closer and closer we can get to the 2024 presidential election. They're going to try to do everything they possibly can, I think, to just muddy things up for the former president so that he, trying to either, if they can't stop him from running for president, they're going to at least try to alienate as much of his base as possible. So we will see what happens here. I doubt there will be very much that will happen, but I just find it very interesting that, all of these guys these 2 guys are going around. Well, at least Pence is voluntarily going around looking for classified documents in their offices. And Barack Obama's like, yeah, not going to do that. Got no plans to do that. Probably not totally surprised, I wouldn't think. Anyway, that's it for right now. I'm hopefully going to be building up my store of little videos like this and releasing them in the next few days. I'm still trying to figure all this stuff out, but I wanted to start getting some things out and maybe, pulling some little corners from the news sphere that maybe not everybody was aware of, and essentially try to just get to the meat on the bone, as we say here at The Signal, not the noise. Thanks everybody for joining me, and I really, really appreciate you being here and being so patient with me. Thanks so much, and I will catch you in the next one.